As a renter, you're constantly faced with the same dilemma year after year. Keep renting for another year or purchase a new home. And your answer is going to depend on your current situation, of course, and your future plans. But there are a number of benefits to home ownership that every renter should consider. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. So stick around. If we haven't met yet, I'm Melanie VanBuskirk, and I'm glad you're here with me today to talk about the 4 things that every renter should consider. Before you settle on renting for another year, let's talk about these 4 things that you should consider. First of all, rents are rising quickly. Rent increasing every year is not a new thing. Looking back at census data confirms rental prices have gone up consistently for decades. And if you're a renter, you're faced with payments that continue to climb each year. When you buy a home, your mortgage payment is typically locked in for 15 to 30 years. Property taxes can change, your homeowner's insurance can change, which do affect your total monthly payment, but that part of your payment that is your mortgage payment will not change. And with insurance, you also have a degree of control there because you can always shop around. It's important to keep in mind the stability that buying versus renting provides when it comes time for you to sign a new lease, because your monthly rental payment may increase substantially when you renew or sign a new lease. Number 2, renters miss out on equity gains. One of the most significant advantages of buying a home is the wealth that you build through equity. Equity is the difference between what is owed on a house and what a house is valued at. So if you have a home valued at, say, $200,000 and you owe $150,000, you have $50,000 in equity, which you can turn to actual money in your hand when you go to sell. This year alone, homeowners gained a substantial amount of equity, which in turn grew their net worth. And as a renter, you miss out on this important wealth-building tool that can be used to fund your retirement, buy a bigger home, downsize, achieve a personal goal, paying for an education, start a new business, whatever it is, you have access to this money. And you can access that equity without even selling by way of refinancing or getting an equity line of credit. Number 3, homeowners can customize to their heart's content. This is a big decision-making point if you want to be able to paint, renovate, and make home upgrades. In most cases, your landlord is the one that decides these selections and prefers you don't alter them, being that you're the renter. And as a homeowner, you have the freedom to decorate and personalize your home to your heart's content and make it truly your own. Number 4, owning a home may provide greater mobility than what you might think. You may choose to rent because you feel it provides you with a little bit more flexibility and freedom if you need to move for any reason. And while it's true that selling a home may take a little bit longer than finding a new place to rent, it's important to note how quickly houses are selling in today's market. According to NAR, the National Association of Realtors, the average home was on the market for 17 days. That means you might have more flexibility than you really think if you need to relocate as a homeowner. And when you do go to sell, don't forget about point number 2, equity. You may have some good equity built up that gives you money to help you move along to your next home or your next destination, wherever that is. The bottom line is deciding if it's the right time for you to buy is really a personal decision, and the timing is different for everyone. But if you're thinking about buying instead of renting, I'd be happy to talk to you and answer any questions that you might have. And if you're doing some research about buying a home or selling a home, or maybe relocating to the Shreveport, Bossier City area, look through my playlists, and I'm sure you'll find one with topics that interest you. And when you find it, play that bad boy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and drop me a comment so that I know that you were here. All right, I'll see you on the next video.